What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, CenterStrain01, and welcome to the next mission for Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker HD, the next main op, which is Infiltrate the Crater Base.
Snake, you're north of the village. The truck carrying the nukes is heading towards the heart of the mountain. That's its final destination. We've got no intel on what lies beyond, so stay sharp.
Snake, to the north of the village is a bridge that crosses a hydraulic pipe. Though normally the bridge is not used by people, if you slip, you will fall straight to the bottom of the valley. Be careful.
What's a channel doing here?
It is not for irrigation. They are hydroelectric pipes. I wonder if they run into Irasu's Crater Lake. Normally they would build a reservoir at the bottom of the valley, but it was probably too dangerous. Los Cantos means Sword Peak. You should be able to see across the Irasu mountain range from there. There are not as many big trees at that elevation, and you will probably be well above the mist.
It'll be tough to hide up there.
You're not thinking about the scenery right now, are you?
Not while I'm surrounded by bad guys.
You should have seen it when the country was at peace. I know you would have been impressed.
Well, that'll be our reward for a successful mission. Sound good?
Wonderful. Thank you, Snake. There is an old fort around there.
What is it, boss? You sound upset.
Well, you see, it was built during the Civil War.
Let me guess. Disputes between Costa Rica's political parties escalated into all-out conflict.
See, conflict that cost my grandparents their lives. The most senseless sort of war. Countrymen mindlessly slaughtering their own. That fort is a reminder of that senselessness.
Sadly ironic, given who's occupying it now.
That war was the reason Costa Rica abolished the army. Please, Snake, get them out of our country.
I intend to. Chico says there's a bridge north of the village.
Yes, a narrow one, for crossing the pipe. On the other side of that is the road the trucks use, though it's collapsed in places.
I'll have nowhere to run if they spot me.
They could be blocking the road, too.
Is there another way?
There is a path along the cliff. After you cross the bridge, there are ruins of a fort on the mountain. Going through there would be a little easier. Once you come to the end of the mountain path, you'll be at the fort. That fort was built during the Civil War. It seems La Cia's troops are occupying it now.
This just gets better and better.
They've got gun turrets set up all around from the looks of it. Attract too much attention, and you'll really stir up the hornet's nest.
Maybe I'll try and find a way around.
You could always commandeer one of the turrets. A little target practice, perhaps?
Just like in Krasnogorye.
Krasno what?
Sorry, just thinking about old times.
Irasu has more than one crater, because he's erupted so many times. I heard most of them filled up with rainwater and became lakes.
Calderas, huh?
Calderas? Yeah, something like that. Hey, I got an idea. When you get to the lake, can you keep an eye out for weird animals for me? People all over the world tell stories about giant monsters living in lakes. Nessie in Loch Ness, Nahuelito in Argentina, Ogopogo in Canada. I can hardly keep track of them all. They say that all these sightings prove dinosaurs do still exist.
But crater lakes are isolated. They're not connected to rivers.
Yeah, but you know Mokele Mumbembe in the Congo River? He can walk on land. So maybe they moved there from some other lake.
You sure know a lot about UMAs.
There used to be a guy in El Frente who was a hunter. He taught me lots of things. He even said he once went to a place called Isla del Monstruo.
A hunter on Isla del Monstruo.
Someday, I'm gonna be a hunter and catch some rare animals. Right after we restore peace to our land, of course. Did you ever hear of the Loch Ness Monster?
Now that one I know. Pretty much everyone's heard of old Nessie.
Great, so I don't have to explain. I think she's a long-lost dinosaur, don't you?
Sure. Why not?
One of the compas gave me a book about it, with photos. It looks exactly like the plesiosaur.
Then why does it only live in Loch Ness?
Well, it probably got cut off from the ocean. Back when Loch Ness was part of the ocean, some plesiosaurs became trapped there when the climate changed. There weren't any mammals there, so no natural predators. Today's Nessie is descended from those plesiosaurs.
Then Wouldn't it make sense for there to be monsters in other lakes with similar climates?
Exactly. That's why there's been giant monster sightings in a bunch of other places. Like Nahuelito and Ogopogo. I don't know if there's one in Irasu too, but I know there's definitely something living in Lago Cosipolca.
You mentioned the Nahuelito. What is it?
It's a plesiosaur that lives in Lago Nahuel Huapi in Argentina. It's described a little differently, but I'm sure it's basically the same creature as Nessie. Except for one thing.
What?
Well, according to one theory, it's the result of a nuclear test back in the 50s.
What? There's no record of a nuclear test in Argentina in the 50s.
At the time, the president, General Juan Perón, was pushing hard to industrialize the country. I wouldn't be surprised if he conducted a top-secret nuclear test before he was overthrown in a coup.
Sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You think? Then maybe Nahuelito really is a dinosaur.
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for clearing that up, boss.
Dinosaur. What about the Ogopogo? And what kind of name is that anyway?
Ogopogo's a monster that lives in Okanagan Lake in Canada. I guess it's an Indian name because it's a legend passed down by the Indians.
A legend, huh? Well, then it's probably not.
There's written records of it too. The first one was in 1872, and there's been more sightings since the start of the 20th century.
Uh-huh.
You starting to get into UMAs too, Snake?
Yeah, maybe.
UMA hunting. Now that's a real man's adventure. What do you say, Snake? After Nicaragua's at peace again, you want to go exploring together?
Well, we'll see. Might not be such a bad life.
Mokele Mumbembe lives in the Congo River. There's nothing mysterious about it, though. It's already been confirmed as a real living dinosaur. The local people know all about it, and when they were shown a drawing of a brontosaurus, every one of them said it was Mokele Mumbembe. When peace returns to Nicaragua, I want to go to the Congo myself.
Well, the revolutionary movement in the Congo ended in failure, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could do something to help, but Africa's awfully far away.
Africa.
Wonder if El Che ever saw Mokele Mumbembe. I wonder if I will.
Well, best to take care of business here before daydreaming about Africa.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, lots of briefing files on this mission. It is time to do our mission prep. Let's see, we are heading in towards, like, maybe not so much the jungles anymore. So I'd say we're in more concrete kind of areas. So what do we got concrete that could be an A? The biggest we have are C's from what I can tell. Everything else is D's. So we'll go with the Oscam, which we picked up in the previous mission.
Survival.
Alright, weapons wise, we're gonna go with let's see. We got our Fulton system, our analyzer, Mark 22, Moisen Negant, smoke, stun. I think we're good. We shouldn't really. We might use the Moisen Negant. I'm not really 100% positive. If we can take them out without it, we might do that. But there is a couple of enemies that are a little harder to get to. We're going to try to go for the S ranking. Of course, we're going to get the S ranking. But I want to let you guys know in this mission there are 2 prisoners, I believe. So we're going to try to pick them up. If you see me pick them up on the mission, then you know that you were able to get S rank. If you don't see me pick them up, then it was impossible to take the time to go pick them up and then still get S rank. The other thing is, at the end of the mission, there's a cinema. In that cinema, you have to pick the truck that we saw in the previous video, the one that was taking away the nukes. However, to get the truck right, you have to get it right on the first time. I know what the name of the truck is, obviously, if you look at the license plate before it left. However, there's a way that you can recruit a special someone, but doing so makes it so where you lose the cutscene points and you might not be able to get your S rank. So I'm unsure right now if I'm going to pick him up with you guys seeing it, or at least I will let you know where he is at. I'm going to pick him up, I'm going to do this mission twice. So I'll pick him up probably in one part of me doing it, and then I might not show it, just tell you where it is. I'm not sure. I want to get the S rank. I don't want to screw around with that, but I think I'll try to find a way to edit showing you how he is in there. But just remember that picking him up will deduct points from your cutscene interaction. So And there's also a few other Easter eggs in those trucks as well. So without further ado, it is go time. Alright, ladies and gents, here we go.
And head north.
Make sure we got our Fulton out. We're going to come back around and pick him up. Alright, first section's pretty easy. Second section, there's going to be a prisoner that we're going to try to get, so we're going to need to be really, really fast if we want to try to get that S rank. Prisoner right there, you can hear.
Transport route. Follow it to their base.
Snake, help us reclaim peace.
Oh, all right. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I'm not going to worry about Fultoning too many people on this mission.
The base is beyond that fort. You've got to get past it somehow.
Worked out pretty nice. As long as the guy up there doesn't actually see.
Fulton recovery subject
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
If that's where they brought the nukes, then the truck we're after should be there. Snake, can you tell which one of the trucks brought the nukes? One of them must have the same license plate as the one from the terminal.
Not this one. Mr. Kojima? Metal Gear? Sunlight! Where are they? Nothing. This is the one. The exhaust's still warm. But the cargo's already been offloaded.
Just a minute. This isn't what we agreed on.
It's too late. The changes have already been finalized.
You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch.
I am not arguing with you, Doctor. Our goal is to create the perfect deterrent.
That's why I agreed to help develop it.
However, in order to achieve that perfect deterrent, we must show the world our strength. 3 key principles ensure effective nuclear deterrence. First, you must have nuclear weapons. Second, you must never use them first. And third, and most important, if someone attacks you, you must strike back. Unless we prove beyond a doubt that these 3 principles work in practice, the world will not accept our new deterrent. And the only way to do that is to show them we're capable of actually launching a nuke.
But isn't deterrence supposed to stop nukes from being used?
Exactly. And so the one we launch will be the last one ever.
I won't let you use my creation like that.
Your creation? That thing wasn't even your idea to begin with. You stole it, didn't you?
Stole it? You're one to talk. You got the idea for bipedal locomotion from the communists in the first place.
You listen to me, Doc. Keep quiet. Do as I say. Not another word about stolen ideas. Should we succeed here, you'll be the toast of the scientific community. And your name will go down in history as champion of both progress and national security.
The hell with that!
Doctor! Unless we prove we're capable of launching, Peace Walker is useless as a deterrent.
You used me!
We used each other. I'll get my old director's job back at headquarters, and you'll finally be able to walk tall among your colleagues.
I won't let you get away with this!
How unfortunate. Guess I'll just have to take your legs for myself. Peace won't just come to us, Doc. We are going to have to meet it halfway. V for victory.
Wait!
Hey, you okay?
Don't do it!
Snap out of it. Where are the nukes?
He's gonna do it! He's gonna launch a nuke!
That's a familiar sound, sweet. Alright, nice. So we're able to still get an S rank even though we're actually still getting the prisoners and whatnot, so I didn't know if that was actually possible. So as I said, I spliced in the different ending, or should I say, you see we got 10 out of 10 interaction cutscene, which means in that walkthrough I just went straight for the actual specific cargo truck, but I showed you guys all of the other ones, so it wasn't off the same one, but I did the same exact steps. The playthrough that you actually saw me go through was this S ranking. However, the only difference was the video was from a different one. That way I could show you the animation, the video of the trucks. So hopefully you guys understood that, and hopefully you know, I helped you out in any way that I could. Again, always let me know if there's anything I can do to better these walkthroughs for you guys. Again, this has been so far one of my most extensive walkthroughs. I've been really taking my time and trying to find the best routes to make sure I still pick up all the stuff that you guys expect and give you guys as much story as possible. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches.